friends and gamers, we have a recap to do. Steam Next Fest just ended, right? Which means I thought I wasn't going to be recording this video until tomorrow night, but they were bright and early, right? Literally, the ground did not even have a chance to like settle. They're like, here's the top 50 demos from Steam Next Fest. Have fun. So my Steam Next Fest went a little weird this year because do I want to reveal the numbers here? Because I have another video I'm going to do, which will make sense in a second. Of the demo dives, I got through 14 demo dives, different demo dive videos. So that has like multiple games in it. One of them, I went through 10 games. I didn't play all 10, but we tried all 10. So that was a lot. That was surely a lot. However, after those 14 videos, and I still, like, it's coming back already. I have been doing so much recording recently that after the 14 videos, my throat was so shot. It hurt so bad. And it's already kind of like getting shot again, which is concerning. But I think part of it has to do with like the fact that I just had surgery and it's just we're not there yet. We're not up to speed yet. So I was only about halfway through my list of demos at that point, which I don't think I'm going to reveal the final numbers in this video. I will do it I have a recap video because after that, I went through the second half of my list off camera, unrecorded, and we're going to do a little bit of a review of everything else. So I think I'll reveal the final numbers of everything that I went through. I did vaguely mention it on Twitter, but I will not say exact numbers in this video. We'll do that in that other one. But the approximate numbers that I said on Twitter, where I had over 200 demos on the list for this year. And of those 200, I tried to play almost 200 of them. There was quite a few that I looked at and I was like, I don't want to play this right now. So I just skipped over it. Or I went to the page for the game and the demo was no longer there. It was an old demo that wasn't technically even part of Steam Next Fest, etc., etc. There was a bunch of reasons why I just skipped over stuff, but there was quite a few where the demo just wasn't there anymore. Like I would say at least 10 or 15 games where the demo just it didn't exist. So I was like, okay, well, moving on. In this video, though, we are going to go over the top 50 most played demos of June 2025's Steam Next Fest. This just came out today, and I know on Twitter I said I was done with demos until Gamescom in August, but that was a lie because if there is a game that I did not demo, whether it be a re-demo situation, like I've already demoed it before because I'm the first game on the list I'm looking at and I know I've demoed that before. So I'm like, ooh, we might re-demo it today. Not today, because I'm gonna download a bunch of these and probably record them tomorrow, just because it's almost like 9 p.m. when I'm doing this. I spent like 2 hours in Zenless Zone Zero right before this. So I don't want to do demos tonight, also because my back and throat hurt and my head hurts. So I am decaying as a person. So we're gonna go through some demos. We're gonna go through some games and see what the top 50 demos of Steam Next Fest are. If I've played them, we'll talk about it a little bit, etc., etc. Let's go through the top 50 though. Let's just get into it. This year though, because in past years, what they've done is at the end of Steam Next Fest, the top 50, they'll have them stick around for a little bit longer. Like they'll talk to the devs and be like, hey, your demo's in the top 50 most played. Maybe keep it up for like the rest of the week. And most devs are like, okay, we'll do that. But here it says many still have active demos. So I feel like we're going to have to be looking out for that. And hopefully they'll all still have active demos, but we'll see we'll see. So immediately, Vindictus Defying Fate. This was because I did a video at the start of Steam Next Fest going through this top, like the most popular ones, the charts, but I didn't really like the video, and I realized I wasn't going to be able to get that video up before the end of Steam Next Fest because of all my Summer Game Fest videos, so I gave up on that video. Vindictus Defying Fate was in the top charts, and I was like, I've played this before. I did like a open beta or closed beta situation or something for this game before, and it did not look like this. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to break out the Notion. So we're here with the black screen. Actually, I'm going to put it on my other monitor and we'll just do it there. Let me set this up really quickly. I am going to add a separate demo dive for the top 50 and we'll do demo dives for top 50. I've played this before. So this is where the re-demos are going to come into play. If there still is a demo available, there'll be this install demo button and I'll put it on my list. So let me get the list going. Vindictus Defying Fate, I feel like it keeps popping up. I've played it before. I'm gonna put it on here, but it might be the first to go. Also, it being the #1, I feel like it just deserves it at this point to be re-demoed, because I played it either early 2024 or like sometime in 2023. Like it's been a while. So I'm assuming it's changed like immensely since then. Then is Wildgate. I heard a little bit about this on the tail end of Steam Next Fest. This is a co-op space shooter. I don't play space games. We've been over this. I don't play co-op games. Same thing with Jump Ship. I heard quite a bit about throughout Steam Next Fest. I know a lot. I know there was quite a few other creators who were excited for this, but again, multiplayer space shooter. So we seem to have a theme here of what was really popping. Number 4, and we're probably gonna lose count really quickly. The Mime game that was something at Summer Game Fest. This is a co-op psych horror. We're skipping it, but it's there. Dead as Disco, I think I had on my list initially and took off because I was like, I don't want to deal with getting demonetized. But the point of this video now is that anything that I skipped now is coming back. So I will put Dead as Disco back on the list because now I have to eat my words, actually. I'm eating my words now. So Dead as Disco, this is a, like, it's this beat 'em up rhythm game. I've seen a lot of people talking about this, all right? So Dead as Disco is back on the list. Solo Leveling Arise Overdrive. Now, this, I did not get to editing the video this was in until like today, I think. Because it was I think the Xbox showcase, because that was one of the ones I was not a co-streamer for. So did not even make it onto my list. So we'll put it on there. This is basically, I have no idea. Action anime multiplayer RPG. It does say multiplayer, so I might take it off for that reason. It's on my wish list already. I've had it there, but I think it's been on my wish list because I just thought this was the PC version of the mobile game, but I guess not. I don't know, but we'll click into it. Sure, they don't want me to click into it. It's Netmarble, which also kind of scares me. I've talked about this before, but I've had issues with, like, years ago getting DMCA'd by Netmarble, and then more recently I had a friend tell me, like, yeah, Netmarble's horrible with DMCA. They go for everyone. So Netmarble is still at it. So I'm like, do I want to even try? Do I even want to try with this? Again, I'll put it on my list, but I'm not sure if we'll get to the solo leveling game because, you know, Pioneer? I think Pioneer is how you say the next one. This is a open world MMORPG, first person shooter. This, I feel like, has come up somewhere, but I was seeing this pop up earlier today, I think, actually. This scares me a little bit. It's I think the same thing I said last time was that it's not the vibe of something I would play, and I feel like I stand by that. We've already lost count of where we're at on the list. So next is No, I'm Not Human. I've seen so much about this. It comes out Q3 of this year, so actually quite soon. Calls itself an anxiety horror about paranoia and the end of times. I've seen so much about this. And right now I'm actually gonna put it on the horror game list of death. This is the list of horror games I pull from for if I don't finish a game. It's not just horror games at this point. It's also just backlog things that, like, old and I probably wouldn't get to otherwise. But, like, yeah, I'm gonna put it on there because I've seen so many good things about it, but I might regret that at some point in time down the road. Because this game is terrifying. This game's terrifying. I've seen other people demo it. Terrifying. UFL is multiplayer sports game. This was on the charts early on as well. It's football and in parentheses soccer, so it is European football. Anyways, Starlight Revolver, I believe, was on my list, but I took it off because there was a reason I took Starlight Revolver off my list specifically. I forget what it was, though. Part of me is thinking it's because it was listed as massively multiplayer, anime-inspired MMO universe. I think I just didn't want to deal with it at the time, but I'll put it back on the list. Oh, you can't just, like, copy-paste it. What the heck? Making my life harder with this list thing. I would like to try and demo that one just because I think it was originally on the list, and it's anime fishing MMO. I would love it. Escape from Duckov. I think this came up somewhere at, like, a pre-Summer Game Fest showcase. This, I think I was just not feeling a vibe for it. But if you avert your eyes here, Ball Pit. I had a whole thing during the Day of the Devs Devolver Direct video. I was a little bit disappointed in what Devolver did this year because in past years, they've done these, like, big productions that are really, like, creepy but cool. And this year, they kind of just did the one game thing. And I was like, I was a little bit disappointed because I look forward to the Devolver Directs every year, and this one just felt a little bit lackluster. I did say in that video, maybe I'll demo Ball X Pit, however you want to call it. Maybe I'll demo the Ball Pit game and change my tune. You know, maybe I'll have a change of heart. I do. Everyone who was hyping this game up was right. It's really good. This is one of the games I demoed off camera. It's really good. I ate my words. I think I'm gonna use this as an excuse to demo it again on camera. Because if a game pops up on this list and I did not get to demoing it on camera and I really, really want to, I think we're gonna do that. Starbirds, I don't think I ever got to this. No, I did not. This was either, yeah, this never even made it to my library. So I totally skipped over this one, but I know it came up somewhere and I was going to demo it. So we'll throw it back on the list. I have the whole list going of like things I want to demo, but I'm probably gonna pick and choose even from that list because like, there's certain things like I don't think I want to deal with Netmarble in the solo leveling game. I'm gonna be so real. I don't think I want to do that in this year of 2025, really. Anvil Empires is a massively multiplayer game where thousands of players work together to build empires, wage war, and conquer in a persistent online world. I'm gonna skip this one because it doesn't look like something I would enjoy. Also, the demo is no longer available. Dispatch, I will say, I skipped the Dispatch demo because I felt like it was going to be a lot and I was going to get sucked into it. But the fact that it's on the top 50, I am going to put it back on the list. So we will do that. Also, it was like Dispatch was very near the end of my list. And by the time I got to that point on the list, I was like, I can't do this anymore. I'm just taking everything off the list. Like there was a bunch at the end where I was like, I don't want to do this right now. I'm taking it off the list. And Dispatch was one of those. So we'll throw it back on the list. Backseat Drivers then is a casual racing sim. Test your friendship. Oh, I know what this is. Test your friendship in Backseat Drivers, the ultimate co-op driving disaster. One drives, one yells directions, and your car belongs in the junkyard. Funny they say that because my car also belongs in the junkyard. I got in it to go to a doctor's appointment earlier today and it immediately started stalling and every single emergency light you could think of started cycling through on my little screen I have in my car. And it no longer turns on. So fun, super fun. My car also belongs in the junkyard right now. But this is a co-op game and I tend not to do co-op games for demo dives, so we're not gonna throw it in a demo dive, but I think this is gonna be so fun for like collaboration streams, like my streamer friends. Look at this game, because I think you'll have a blast with it, because it's like one of those like the game where like somebody's like has the instructions to defuse the bomb and the other person is trying to defuse the bomb. Something like that, but with like backseat driving, essentially. That I think it's going to be hilarious for streams. I can't wait for it to come out. I can't wait for it to come out and to watch like friends and like streamers I watch play it, because I hope people play it because that's going to be hilarious. Then we have Ratatan, and this was so fun. I loved this. It was one of my favorite demos that I played from Steam Next Fest of like because I didn't keep track of like favorites from the demo dives, but I did keep track of what I did off camera, like my favorites and things like that. Ratatan was one of them, so I'm also going to use this as an excuse to re-demo Ratatan on camera because it was so fun. Yeah, I had a lot of fun with it. Because also I think it was recommended to play with a controller, and demo dive rules, I don't plug in the controller, but for these ones I might because I have a little bit more time to sit with them, I think. Clover Pit was shown at one of the Summer Game Fest shows. And this is a roguelite slot machine nightmare. And I will say I didn't touch it before because it just wasn't my thing. Like I'm not really like into gambling and stuff like that. I don't know how slot machines work, quite frankly. But I will say because it showed up here, I'm gonna put it on the list and maybe it'll see the light of day, maybe it won't. So I didn't know this was part of Steam Next Fest, Ninja Gaiden Ragebound. I was looking up the Ninja Gaiden franchise on Steam earlier today because I edited the Xbox showcase video and I really liked the trailer for the 4th installment. So I actually think we're gonna give Ragebound a try. Or at least I'm going to put it on my list and come back to it in a little bit. I already have a ton of things on here, so I'm going to have to split. We might be doing multiple posts next fest. Demo dives as well. So these will go up God knows when. But I would like to try that because I didn't know that was like not out yet. I saw it pop up. It's available July 31st, so it's coming. Neon Abyss 2 is an online co-op. Dive into the cybermyth roguelike chaos of Neon Abyss 2. It's a co-op thing, so this has been on and off demo dive list a couple of times, I feel like, at this point. But because it is co-op, I always skip over it. I think I'm gonna do that again. Our next game on the list, this is an interesting one because this was one of the games I did try to play. It's in a demo dive, but when I opened it, it was stuck on a black screen for, like, it opened and then was just black screen for at least 5 minutes. So I just gave up on trying to play it entirely and moved on to a different game. So I think because it's in the top 50, we'll give it another shot. I'm gonna put it on here. I would like to see if maybe it loads the second time around, but if it doesn't, we'll move on. Easy. I am giving a lot of like leniency to some of these just because it's the top 50, so it's like obviously people liked it, so I would like to try and give it another shot. Lost Rift then is a first-person survival shooter adventure that blends base building PvE co-op with high stakes high stakes PvPvE extraction gameplay set in a mysterious archipelago that can be explored solo or in teams of up to 5 players. I've seen some good things about this pop up on my timelines and stuff, but I don't play multiplayer for demo dive, so skip. Ferocious then. Steam really thought I was gonna love this game because I demoed like 2 games with dinosaurs in them back to back or something, and then immediately Steam was like, so we see you like dinosaurs, you want to play this game? And I was like, no, I don't even like dinosaurs that much. Oh my god, I played like 2 games for 5 minutes. Anyways, the Steam algorithm is something else. But this is a survival FPS thing with dinosaurs. I don't even know. It's not my thing. It's not my thing, and that's okay. Date Everything, however, I was so upset because I think it was the Future Game Show video. I just lost footage somewhere. Like, I don't know what happened while I was editing, but I went to go post the video and I was like, I feel like some of my footage is missing. And it was like a whole like half-hour chunk just disappeared. So I don't know what happened, but I say all it is to say, I'm pretty sure Date Everything was in that chunk that just disappeared. And how I do the demo dive list is while I'm going through and editing the video, if something has a demo or like I go check it out on Steam to see if it has a demo while editing, and that's when I put it on the list. So Date Everything never got on the list because I accidentally lost the footage it was part of. I'm still mad about it. I have no idea what happened. But Date Everything is going on the list now because I had missed it the last time. And there's another game that I would like to put on here, and I hope I remember to put on here. Hold on, I'm writing it down. I'm writing it down because there's another game that I know is in that section that got nuked essentially. And I would like to put it on this list, even if it's not in the top 50 for the sole purpose that I never got to it before. Speaking of games I didn't get to, Morbid Metal is another one that I ended up taking off the list because this was the very last game on my demo dive list, and I looked at it and I was like, I can't do a hack and slash right now. I can't do action RPGs. I can't, not right now. So Morbid Metal, you're going back on the list because we have a little bit more time with you. So you get to go back on the list, Morbid Metal. You do. Yeah, this was at like PC Game Show or something. It looked really good. I just took it off the list. However, the next game we did demo, and it is on my list of things I would like to play. Surprisingly, Hell Is Us. I received a couple of PR emails about this game, and then it was shown at some of the Summer Game Fest stuff. And I demoed this pretty early on, and I was extremely impressed. Extremely. They made it sound like it was going to be extremely difficult and like not kind to the players at all, and I was a little bit concerned going into it, but there is a ton of difficulty options, quite frankly, that if you are a story player, somebody who plays games for the story like myself, there's an option for that, and the difficulty options are very customizable as well. So I was super impressed by it. The demo dive was mostly story, by the way, but I loved the story. So I'm gonna just read what how it describes itself on this little teaser bit here, because I've kind of been like looking at it, and it does a really good job. So, also I looked at the description in the demo dive, and I was like, yeah, that does a really good job of describing it actually. So what the description says for this game is, if war is the closest we get to hell on Earth, it's because Earth harbors the worst of demons, humankind. In an isolated country ravaged by infighting, discover the secrets of your past and deal with the repercussions of a mysterious, and then it goes on. It does that, even just that does a really good job of describing the game itself and the story, and I was obsessed with this game. I really want to play it. I really want to play it when it comes out. I think it's in September. I think my demo is going up sometime in July, I think, is when I got that video on the schedule. I have no idea, but Hell Is Us is actually really good. I wish it was higher on the list because it deserves to be higher on the list. Anyways, after that we have Abyssus. This is a co-op FPS, so it's a skip from me. Terminal Brigade is it says PvE looter shooter, so I think it's another skip. Then Absolem. This was on my demo list. It's on my wish list. I didn't know it was co-op or a beat 'em up. I feel bad taking it off my wish list, but I don't think that's something I would play. So yeah. Deadly Days Road Trip is next. This is an action roguelike. I don't think this ever came up anywhere for me. But oh, maybe it did. I don't like the graphics, quite frankly. They're not my vibe. So I was like, yeah, it's fine. After Ink Revival, I think has come up for me recently as well, but this is like a continuation to like Plague Inc. Yeah, from the creator of Plague Inc. comes a unique blend of strategic simulation, survival city builder, and mini X? I don't know what that means. You think I would. Anyways, it's a skip from me. I'm not a big zombie person, but technically it's after the zombie apocalypse, so I guess maybe I would like it. I don't know. It's fine. Baby Steps was on the demo list and I took it off because I didn't think I was gonna like it. I'll put it back on. Fine, I'll put it back on, okay? I knew it was gonna be on the list. We'll put it back on. Okay, Tamashika is a psychedelic first-person shooter. I was like, I've seen this. Why have I not played this? It's because of the too many flashing colors. That's fine. Okay, next is the Born list. This is a horror first-person shooter with clowns. Immediately no. Immediately no. I have to strategically put my screen like this because there is a game that will get me demonetized on the list. I hate it here. Because I'm gonna have to edit out the last shot, which is really annoying. Cleared Hot is next. This is a nostalgic helicopter shooter with satisfying physics and light tactical elements. I'm gonna skip that one. Rogue Point then, which I have to keep like this, is a 4-player cooperative shooter. Again, we don't do co-op here. All right, very strategic with this one. All right, I did skip a title on the list because it is not safe for work, so we're just gonna skip over that. Bitcraft Online, I've had the demo in my library for quite some time. I've seen mixed reviews about it, but I actually think I ended up putting it on the Next Fest list at some point, the demo list for Next Fest, and I was like, I'm just skipping this. I don't want to do this right now, so we'll put it back on. I feel like a lot of the ones I ended up skipping are the ones that ended up in the top 50, which is really interesting. Box Bakery, this has come up somewhere very recently, and I ended up, it never made it to the demo dive list. I think it might be on my general demo list, though, like not the Steam Next Fest Summer Extravaganza specific one, but it's somewhere else. Like it's on my main non-Steam Next Fest demo list that I will one day get to. So we'll put it back on here. All Will Fall, I did play and was super impressed by because I had playtest access to this game a couple months ago, back when everyone was playing that playtest. And I still had access to that playtest, I think, for Steam Next Fest. Either that or they just like reopened it for Next Fest or something. It's so fun. I want to play this game so bad. This made it in one of the very last demo dives, I think. So those are going up, I think, closer to September. Unfortunately, like they're very scheduled out. Because obviously I don't want to upload like 7 demo dives in a week, you know, like that would just be no fun for anyone. Anyways, All Will Fall is great. This is a post-apocalyptic city builder where every structure can collapse. I didn't experience any collapsing yet, but it was really, really fun. I recommend this game. I do. It was really fun. The mechanics of it are really cool. After that is Mina the Hollower. I believe this is a demo I opened up and it was just the colors were way too bright and it hurt my eyeballs. So I ended up closing it out, but I'm gonna put it back on the list. I would like to give it a second try because also it was closer to the end of the list, and so anything close to the end of the list that if I opened it and the colors were too bright or it like gave me motion sickness, I cut it off early. Town to City, I believe I did play. Yes, I did play Town to City. I personally was kind of bored and I felt like I was getting soft locked with it by it a little bit. This is a voxel style city builder. It says build an idyllic 19th century Mediterranean town and help it flourish into a prosperous city. I did play a little bit of this off camera. It wasn't my favorite thing ever, but it wasn't horrible. I think I put it somewhere in the middle ranking wise. But I don't think I'd want to play it again. I know I gave it a nay over a play, but I don't remember why. I think it was just that I felt myself getting bored very easily, which can happen with city builders from time to time. So I was just like, it's not for me. It's not for me, and that's okay. Terratech Legion. Oh, this was the roguelike where you drive a car. I was saying that I might demo that, and I ended up not putting it on a demo list because by the time I was editing like the video it was in, it was really close to the end of Next Fest and blah, blah, blah. There's just like, I don't have time for this. So I'm gonna throw it back on the list. I will tell you right now, the re-demo, like the demo round 2 list for post Next Fest is ridiculously long in and of itself for what it is at this point. Next is Macabre. This is a online multiplayer funny horror. So we're gonna skip that one. Rift Storm then is a co-op looter shooter. Gonna skip it. Frost Haven. I don't know why this is on my wish list, but it doesn't seem like something I would super enjoy. We're at the bottom. All right, Voyagers of Nera. I think this also never made it to the list because it was near the end, and when I was editing the video it was in, I was like, oh, it's a multiplayer demo, we're not going to touch it, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to throw it on the list. We still might not touch it, but I'm going to throw it on the list because I was super into this one. This is an open world underwater survival craft game, but like it's also above water. It's tagged as underwater though, but it's also like the beach. You're at the beach. a cooperative survival crafting game where you must survive a magical ocean world brimming with lost spirits and deadly monsters. Oh my God, there was like a really loud car outside and I thought it was like a tornado siren or something because we've been having such bad weather recently. I was like, oh dear, I lost power while recording a video earlier this morning. And you're telling me now there's a tornado I have to worry about while recording this one? Anyways, we might try to demo this, even though it's the multiplayer demo. I might try to see if we can do single player. We'll see. Co-op rooms. This is a multiplayer psych horror in the back rooms. I've said this before, backrooms games terrify me because they all look too realistic for the most part. And I'm like, I can't do that, no. Anyways, the last of the top 50 is Water Park Simulator. I think I have to, like I did in one of the showcase reviews, I have to blur out the little GIF for this because there is something in it that is against terms of service. All right, you know, granted, usually these top 50, I feel like have a lot more raunchy stuff in them, but we only had 2 games that I ended up having to probably censor. I feel like that's progress, guys. I feel like that is progress. So that was the top 50 of this year's Summer Steam Next Fest. So what did we make out with on the redemo list here? We have 19 titles on, like, possible titles on the redemo list, but there was one game that I missed from the showcase video that got messed up that I lost footage for. And if I have a chance, I would like to try and demo it now. Not in this video, but like with the other games. So I'm gonna look it up. Okay, either there was never a demo or I probably totally missed it, but they don't have any updates for this game on Steam. But this is All Systems Dance. I have been wanting to play this since it was like first announced last year or something, or I first saw it last year. It looks so good. This is an expressive dance battle adventure. It looks so good. And I need to talk about it because it didn't get in it was in one of the showcases and it basically, I lost the footage it was part of. So I think there was a demo for this and I totally missed it just because of timing. And I'm so mad that the footage got goofy, but it's early access August 20th. And I am really looking forward to playing it. But there's no demo, so I can't add it to the list. So I don't know how many demo dives we'll have. I'm looking at this. All right, so I think I can do 3 if I remove one game from this list. So you know what? You know what game we're gonna remove? The solo leveling game. I'm taking the solo. I don't want to deal with Netmarble, okay? I've been there before. I've played these games before. I don't want to deal with Netmarble again, okay? Okay, fine. We have a solid 18. I can do 6 for each and we're fine. Okay, that's it. I'm done crashing out. I am done crashing out. I will spend 3 hours recording more demo dives. And all the ones that I put on here is like re-demos, so like Ball Pit and Rethatan. Those were both, neither of those were on camera. So those will be new to the videos that they're in, which will be great. So cool. Yeah, that means every other game that we hypothetically put on the list. Oh, Vindictus Divine Fate is also technically a redemo for me, but I didn't do that. That was never on the initial list for this June Steam Next Fest because I demoed it like last year or something. So yeah, we did it. We did it, guys. I have 4 more Steam Next Fest videos now. It keeps like multiplying. There was the 2, this one, and then my recap of things I played off camera. We now have 4. So that's great. I'll work on those tomorrow. Obviously, I'm not going anywhere for a while again because I no longer have a working car. So yeah, hopefully it's just the battery. But honestly, at this point, after today, I don't think I want to drive it anywhere. That was terrifying to open. Like, just imagine like the beginning of like a tech-based horror game where like the screens are flashing with everything and then it just shuts itself down. That was my car today. Luckily, I never made it out of the parking lot, or like I never even made it out of my parking spot. So like I'm safe, but I'm not going anywhere for a while. At least until I get a new car, I guess. That's gonna be it for this video though. Thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, make sure to give me a like down below, as well as subscribe for more and click the little notification bell to be notified when I upload new ones. Let me know down in the comments below what your favorite game from Steam Next Fest was. It doesn't have to be on this list. If you have multiple, because I know I do, give me a list. I do not care. And as per usual, how we do these things, if there's a game on the top 50 that I said I was going to skip, let me know about that too, nicely, that I should definitely not skip. As always, I hope everyone had or is having a super lovely day wherever you are in the world, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye, guys!